In CSS, the position property is used to specify the positioning of an element on a web page. The position property can take on 5 different values: static, relative, absolute, fixed, and sticky. Here's a detailed explanation of each value. Static, this is the default value of the position property. An element with position, static, is positioned according to the normal flow of the document. This means that the element will be positioned in the order in which it appears in the HTML markup, and any positioning properties, such as top, right, bottom, or left, will be ignored. Relative, an element with position, relative is positioned relative to its normal position in the document flow. This means that the element will still take up space in the document flow, but can be moved up, down, left, or right using the top, right, bottom, or left properties. Other elements on the page will not be affected by the movement of the relatively positioned element. Absolute, an element with position, absolute is positioned relative to its nearest positioned ancestor, an ancestor with a position property other than static. If there is no positioned ancestor, the element will be positioned relative to the document. This means that the element will be taken out of the document flow and will not affect the positioning of other elements on the page. The element can be moved using the top, right, bottom, or left properties. Fixed, an element with position, fixed is positioned relative to the viewport, the browser window, and will stay in the same position even if the user scrolls the page. This means that the element will not affect the positioning of other elements on the page. The element can be moved using the top, right, bottom, or left properties. Sticky, an element with position, sticky is positioned relative to its nearest scrolling ancestor and will stick to the top or bottom of the viewport when it reaches a certain threshold. This means that the element will affect the positioning of other elements on the page until it reaches the threshold, at which point it will behave like a fixed positioned element. The element can be moved using the top, right, bottom, or left properties. It's important to note that when an element is positioned using relative, absolute, or fixed, it is taken out of the normal document flow, which can affect the layout of other elements on the page. Additionally, when using absolute or fixed, it's important to ensure that the positioned element does not overlap with other important content on the page. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. We post new videos every week, so make sure to turn on notifications so you don't miss a thing. And if you have any suggestions for future videos, please let us know in the comments below. See you in the next video.